So welcome back, guys, to We Talk Boxing. And today I'm going to be talking about the postponement fight between Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol. Couldn't get more words out then. Um, it's sad to see, obviously, that we're not going to get this fight on June the 1st between these two brilliant light heavyweights. But I kind of gathered something was gonna happen in the background, and it's just a shame because it's the fight we've wanted to see for so many years now in the light heavyweight division, and we got so close. If you're thinking, what, it's just under a month now, and like it would have happened like this time next month, and it's due to Artur Beterbiev suffering an injury and apparently he ruptured his meniscus in training. Now, this is a shame to hear because a meniscus injury is not a light injury in terms of rehab, and in terms of potential him fighting for getting this fight on maybe the back end of this year, because you're looking at, depending on how severe it is, it could be 9 months, meaning that's 9 months before he's probably back at like full level in terms of fitness and allowed to spar and all that sort of thing. So you're probably looking like, if this is true, I would probably say March next year. Um, let's hope that the injury is not as severe as what it's being made out to be at this moment in time. But I can't see him returning until at least maybe December, and as I said, maybe early March, depending if it is a full rupture. Anyhow, Dmitry Bivol remains on the card. He remains obviously to defend his titles, but there's no opponent which has been announced at this present moment in time. But the Saudis would need a big name. They would need a big name because obviously it's a big bill, and like, you've got the 5v5 on the undercard as well, so you got some very good fights there. So they would need a fairly decent, very good name to hopefully try and step in and to try and take the place of Artur Beterbiev. Now, when you're looking at the ratings currently as it stands, I know some of them haven't been updated yet, but you've got people like Joshua Boatsi and Anthony Yard who haven't confirmed a fight between themselves yet, but also haven't confirmed a fight full stop. So could one of these guys step in at short notice to potentially replace Artur Beterbiev? Now, when you're looking at Boatsi, in an ideal world, you would say yes because it's a chance of having a world title fight. But the only issue there is that it's less than a month, and depending on what he's been doing in the background, will determine how fit he is. If he's been training for a fight anyway, then yeah, he'll probably snap this up and say, yes, I'll jump in there with someone like a Dmitry Bivol, short notice. I don't mind because I've already been training. But if he hasn't, then I can't see him taking this fight. Anthony Yard, Anthony Yard's always fit, and he doesn't really like to turn down an opportunity. This could be a big opportunity for him to come to have another world title shot. Yes, it's against Bivol. Yes, it's against one of the division's best, but it's your opportunity. Now, I would say that Anthony Yard's already in training, but it's whether or not him and his team think that it's the right fight with less than 4 months, sorry, less than 4 weeks notice. But yeah, it's a good opportunity for him. You've got Callum Smith as well. Obviously, he fought Artur Beterbiev not long ago. So what's he doing? Could he potentially try and take on someone like a Dmitry Bivol, because he knows that he may never get another opportunity in terms of a world title shot. So could he maybe step in at short notice? And then other people in the ring ratings have pretty much got fights scheduled. The only other one that hasn't at this moment in time is Dan Aziz. Now, I would say that this fight for Dan Aziz is far too early in terms of him taking on someone like Dmitry Bivol, because I just wouldn't give him an opportunity or chance of winning, but sometimes you just got to step in and see what happens. But yeah, that's my thoughts, and it's a shame to see that we're not getting this fight, the fight that we've all been waiting for such a long time. But there are a couple of opponents there. I know I've only listed the British opponents that could potentially step in, and yes, there'll probably be some other fighters out there who will step in. But I feel that the Saudis need a big name, and realistically, when you're looking at the division and the names that are in the division, it's pretty much fully stacked with the British names, and they're the guys that are gonna pretty much drum up interest in terms of people watching and getting bums on seats, etc., etc. But let's wait and see. I feel as if this week we will hear something in terms of an opponent, because they can't leave it like 2 weeks before the fight and then announce an opponent, because it's just not enough time. So I feel this week we should hear who the replacement is. But as always, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment. Who would you like Dmitry Bivol to fight? Is there anyone out there that you pretty much wouldn't mind him getting in with at short notice? Please leave your comments and follow. Bless.